All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head.
Shout out to Five Factory Studios, live from the cut. You know what I'm saying?
Live from the cut.
In the cut.
Somebody that's rising from the cut all the way up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he underrated now. You know what I'm saying? He been bubbling in these streets for the last year. Some change.
Man, I'm trying.
Zoe Osama.
Hey, we in here,
My
man.
brother, man. Good to see you, man.
You know,
Bro, what's been going on with you for some time, man? Because you've definitely been making a name for yourself. You're not new to this, but I feel like this last year you've been really standing out as an artist in here in LA, really putting your foot down. Do you feel at this point you're still underrated?
Hell yeah, I still got a lot. I'm just getting started. People just see it. They don't really believe it yet. They're like, okay, he doing it.
Yeah.
But let's see what he gonna do. So I think I got something to prove, bro.
Is there more, since there is more attention at this point, is there added pressure that comes along with that, and how do you deal with the attention that's on you? Because it's like, you want the attention,
right.
You got it. Is it more pressure now that the eyes are on you?
Yes and no. It's pressure, definitely. It's always gonna be pressure because now everybody put a high expectation on what you gonna do next or what you got going. But me personally, I look past that shit. I don't be really too much caught up in it. I'll be out the way. So I see the pressure, but it don't really affect me as much as it probably should. Cause shit, you like the song, you don't, shit, press next.
Yeah.
I already told you that. I mean, we talked, but I told you I'm proud of you.
No, that mean a lot coming. You know, he don't.
Yeah, he don't like nobody.
Shit.
Yeah,
You be saying he be like, no, that wasn't.
I heard the last time he said he was proud of me.
The Charlemagne, right? The Charlemagne. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. That's DJ Ed. Man.
Nah, I'm proud of you. I think that seeing your growth, I think you getting better as a rapper too. Like, have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I be listening to my old shit like that ain't it.
It was kind of rough. It was kind of rough. You know what I'm saying?
Why y'all wasn't paying attention?
Like, and I was just talking like y'all didn't like me. It was me. My bad.
So did you? So now that you in a different space, right? And you growing as an artist, as a man, as somebody that's in the music industry now, as opposed to being somebody that just do
Making music, right?
Yeah, I be separating myself now, so you know.
No, you are artists in the music industry now.
How does it feel to be industry now? You know what I'm saying? Talk about that.
That shit feel like yesterday. I still need some money.
Yeah.
Shit,
but you growing and maturing. Do you notice a difference? Not necessarily in how people treat you, but how people act around you, people that you came up with, the homies, like.
Yeah. Now. Yeah, no. You know, you got homies that's family, so they ain't gonna change because they still see you every day. And then you got homies that just know you. And now they know you from being, in the same area and from the same city as them. So the nose might go up, but shit, they don't really know me. Shit, if they had the same position, they'd take it too and get up out of here. So you see it, you hear it, bro, but I just really stick to myself. So I really don't pay attention to it.
Because I noticed that a lot of times, like, it usually happens with athletes, and it usually happens after one of the artists get their first big break, like whether it's their first hit record or their first big single that's popping and that's buzzing in the city. But I noticed that it usually be like a protection layer that gets formed around the person, where it's like, nah, you stay over there, you do the music shit. We not letting you get into no goofy shit. Right. We keeping you out of trouble. No, you can't get in on this.
Right.
Is it that?
See, me personally, growing up, my family was involved in they was really the shot callers. So they always been like that. They used to tell me, get your ass to school. So now they like, okay, you didn't go to school, you end up thugging, whatever the case is, but now you're making a name for yourself. They do build that barrier. Like, even when we go to shows, niggas be like, I be like, you ain't going nowhere. Hey, go get them some water. I be like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. Like, shit, I still feel the same. But, that just let you know there's certain people that really care about you, that care about your well-being. You make it up the ladder, you can bring it back down for them to make it up the ladder. And that's how I feel like it should be.
Before music, was it sports for you? Or what?
I tried, it was sports, but sports didn't work out. I just jumped straight in the streets.
Damn.
So
What was you
playing though?
I was playing football, and I played for Hollywood. I attempted to play for Taft. I ended up going to juvenile the next day after tryouts.
God damn.
For real?
I was in the streets already. I was in the streets from middle school, so by the time I got to high school, I was already the dude that's from the streets while everybody pretending. So I got bused to Taft, so everybody thought they was members. I was probably the one that's really. So it was just more at that point. I always wanted to play sports. So I tried out for Taft. I went to jail probably the next day, or if it was that Friday, that weekend for the Monday, before you find out what happened. And shit, the high school football was over, and then when I got out, tried to go check back into Taft. They
said,
wasn't. First day, oh no! Look, I had the leg monitor on, and they like, They're like, not in Willie Hills, you don't.
You got in Woodland Hills? Hell no. You gonna fuck our zip code up.
Hey, no for real. So look, they brought me to the office and trashed me back. So I went to Hollywood and I played football there.
What position did you play?
I played safety and I tried cornerback, but I couldn't stay in the zone. I would always play run like I'm the safety and run to the backfield. So the coach like, you gonna bullshit.
Yeah.
So then a tragedy happened with my cousin, midway through from Hell Week to when the season started. Then I just stopped coming to school for X amount of time, and when I came back trying to go to practice, he just told me some real shit, but I thought it was foul at the moment, but now I'm older, I get it. He like, like, where you been? I'm like, something happened to my people. He like, what that got to do with your commitment? But he said it in a more vulgar way, but I get it now. Yeah. But when he said it, it struck me in the nerve, and I was already, cuz, that I thought I was the toughest dude. Yeah. Tattoos was already on my neck in 9th grade, you couldn't tell me nothing. So I took it away towards him, and we got into an altercation. And he's like, get off my field, don't ever come back. And I just went, I ditched school and shit, we in the streets now. And it was like really a wrap from there. Like I had my first son. It was a wrap. Like, I was like, shit, it's football over.
Did you ever finish school?
No, I went to Trade Tech and did what all the other black people do.
Just leave it alone.
Do you have any? So when you went to Trade Tech, did you get your?
Yeah, I got the little GED and all that, but it's like I could have low key made one of them. I didn't have. Ain't nobody ever asked me.
Nobody asked you for the GED.
You lie on the job. Like, nobody ever checked for one. Like bring it on Monday before we.
Well, I don't lie on job applications. So
I don't.
That's
either.
cap.
That's crazy.
Both of these niggas lie.
I mean, shit.
So when you, where did the motivation come for you to get your GED? Like was your family on you?
So my dad was on my ass.
Okay.
So look, my dad is like the dad off of Friday.
Get your ass.
He no longer alive, but he was from Louisiana. Mm-hmm. So I was the youngest. It was like DC Young Fly. You know how he said, my dad, he was an old nigga. Yeah. That was me. I used to lie and say my dad was my grandpa and my uncle because he was at school. He used to come to school. Like, God damn, this nigga old.
That's my grandpa.
This nigga old as fuck up here. He tripping too. So, but he used to stay on my ass like, you gonna have to do something, get a trade or something, because he didn't like me in the streets.
Facts.
Because I used to really leave and be gone. They used to be worried. My mom, him, they be teaming up trying to call and see where I'm at. So it was more of a, I just did it to get him off my back, and plus so I could stay in his house. Yeah. Like you gonna do something, or else you gonna go get gone.
So did you end up becoming a father before or after you finished?
I became a father in high school. When I went to Hollywood, that was like.
So while you was still there?
I was 17. My son was born July 23rd, so the school year was over. But in the school year, you know what I'm saying. So it was I was fresh in high school, and that is another reason why I went to go finish, because now I feel like I got something to do, and one of them things, man. It was.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah, I'm about my kids. Like, I'm about the family. I just think, shit, give them a try. And let you already fucked it up. Already, where you got to dedicate your time. It's their turn. Yeah. You missed your window. Yeah,
no, I was on live with you a couple months ago. And as I'm talking to you, I see the diapers in the back.
Bruh.
You a hands-on father. I've seen, obviously since then I've seen you participate, go to games and things of that nature. How did that? You mentioned going to school and make sure you finish, but other ways, how did fatherhood change you?
Because I had a dad that he was always there. So like a lot of people probably was raised with their mom or without their dad, or maybe without both parents.
Yeah.
So I didn't went from the situation of being with the grandma back to then my dad did his thing, came and got his sons. You feel me? So I was raised in a man house.
Right.
Yeah.
So we was raised to leave the toilet seat up.
Word.
So when I be going to other
Are
people,
you serious?
Because there's nothing but dudes in the house.
Right.
What we gonna leave it down for?
But to take a shit, fool.
When you take a shit, you might leave it down, but you feel me? But like, it would leave the toilet seat up, because it ain't no women in the house. So it's like the way that I was raised was a little different. My dad used to raise us to cook, so his thing is, I'm gonna teach you how to do it so you don't gotta depend on no woman for nothing. But he used to say it like Pops though, but he's serious. He learned me a lot of stuff that saved me right now. Like even maneuvering through the courts to get your kids back or get custody of your kids or even get off of child support or go to court for child support. He learned how to do the stuff that males go through in life,
Gotcha.
so I can know how to do it if it ever come to me and shit. That shit, I had to do the same shit he had to do with the child support and. So he just really prepared to do me for life, cause shit, we lived in the middle of South Central.
Damn.
I like that. I love that you touched on that because, well, for one, salute
Right.
for being an active father and going through all. A lot of people just be like, man, fuck it.
Hey,
And-
it's easier to say fuck it.
Right.
Look,
It
did
is.
you have that mentality? I mean, because you 17 at the time. Did you have that mentality
Hell no,
first?
my dad was my
Oh,
kid's dad.
got
You know,
you.
like when I want to go, hey,
Right.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
But then you know when
Damn.
tragedy, right? It was one way or
But
them,
so
you know.
it is still kind of a fucking moment because you knew you had family to depend
That's
on.
right. That's what
Got
he so. But then Pops got up in age. It's like then he passed. So it's like damn, it's all on you now. You fuck up, they gonna go to the system or something. You the dad. You feel me? So what you gonna do?
How old were you when your pops passed?
He passed a few years ago, but I already had custody of my kids.
Got you.
But it was just more so we was all on the east side in the house. So hey, Pops, I'll be back. I'm about to go to the store. Come back tomorrow.
Damn.
You know, I used to be,
He never
he
owned.
wasn't tripping because he was the grandpa that loved the kids. The kids loved to be around him.
He's still gonna be on your ass,
Right.
but he's
Oh,
not
yeah,
gonna
when I
let that
get home,
affect
but
the
yeah.
relationship with the kids.
Oh man, you hear him at the doors. He breathe heavy. He already at the door. Wait, I'm like, oh, he right there.
When was the last time you got your ass whooped by Pops? The last ass
shit.
whooping by Pops.
13, but after that shit, he started throwing his hands up on me. He wasn't going for it like y'all niggas is hard headed, boy. Stop playing.
Just took off for you.
Do you remember the first time you got took off on?
By my dad?
Yeah.
Boy.
Because I remember when my mom went from like punishment and whoopings to she just fired on me.
My dad used to pick weapons up.
Oh,
He ain't about to play with you. He picked that bat up. You be like, oh yeah, he tripping. I'm
Yeah.
out of here. Like he
Damn.
went like that. He's old school. He down south. He
Bro.
not going for the. He the one.
That's called assault.
I bring you in. I take you out.
He ain't
You
gonna
feel me?
let he ain't gonna let
for it.
the old man, you know what I'm saying?
No, all that
embarrass
arguing,
him.
you got 2 times to say something back before he about to start.
It's up.
It's up for sure. But
What advice could you give other fathers that are coming up that are early in fatherhood, like maybe teenagers or people that are away from the situation and they just don't know what to do?
Easy. It's the same shit my dad told me. Go to court. It's gonna take 30 to 60 to 90 days top to get in front of the judge. Just tell the judge you want joint custody and joint legal. You need the joint legal so you can make doctor and school decisions. If you need that, that's the
See, that's a
important
bar.
part. You feel me? Like you can have visitation. That's where they work a lot of fathers at. They give you the visitation, but you ain't got no say so. When the mama start tripping, he ain't going here. I'm not he can't play football. All that crazy shit. She got the legal rights. You just got visitation. He just supposed to be Friday to Sunday. You need legal and physical.
That's a bar.
Damn.
So they get you like that. And if you don't got legal and physical 50-50, you paying child support. So don't think because you got, you try to say, I got visitation, this is...
You can run something out of it. You ain't
she
running
still
nothing.
don't get child support. You need the physical and the legal. And then that way it's 50-50 down the middle. So how he going to owe you something if y'all both doing it?
When you was going to court though for your kids, did they bring in your record and all?
Man, look, I had a situation when I was at court. One of my baby mamas pulled a picture up from Instagram with me and the gun in my hand on the block. But you know, it was one in the face when I was young. And the crazy, I tell dudes all that. The judge told her, like, what is him being holding a gun or in the streets got to do with him being a father? It's not illegal to be a gang member.
Wow.
Even though it's frowned upon.
The judge said that?
And he told like, well, I don't know why you bringing this to court.
That's
like-
crazy.
But when she
Was it a white judge?
Yeah.
It was a white judge?
Right, dude. But me, I'm doing everything for my kid. What is you holding a gun on the block? That's not illegal. What's illegal? It's not illegal to be a gang member. You showing the picture. What is that gonna stop him from being a father?
That's
for?
wild.
You don't hear that side.
Nah, hell no.
Bro, when she pulled the picture out, I just looked back at my mama
He's
like,
like, all right, that's it.
and he just told her like, shit, what you showing me that for?
Wow.
Exhibit A thrown out, I was smiling like a motherfucker, like,
You gotta take that judge to lunch or something.
But he was cool, and I told him straight up what I wanted. I just want the 50-50. I'll take Friday through Monday, have him back at a certain time, make it sure that it's an even. Don't just take the 3 days, make sure it was even all the way. I'll pick him up at 11 and bring him back at 11 and make it right down and shit. What judge gonna deny that?
Yeah.
I just want to be in my kid's shit. He been here, that's why we here. So I didn't have to come to court if I didn't care.
That's fire. That because like he said, it always go the other way every time.
Yeah.
Or at least you hear those stories.
Yeah.
It might be a
It be
different
the
way.
dudes don't really be trying, bro. Nobody about to feel like going to court and arguing with no woman about paying for clothes and shit. These dudes, niggas don't be want to do that.
So how does that play into your perception on people who don't take care of their kids?
I don't fuck with people that don't take care of their kids, cause nigga, you a snake me, boy. You don't care about your kids, you don't care about you.
Right.
That's crazy. For like, if you don't care about your kids, nigga, that's you literally. So
we was just talking to the homie, and he was saying the same thing. Like even like people think like, oh, gang banging and the politics and it's violence and no, but it'd be like real man shit that you learn, or it's a camaraderie thing where people are like, no, bro, go take care of your fucking kids. Like you out here, we're going on missions and shit.
Right, you could go on a mission for your kid, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? I stepped away from the streets in a certain type of way. I used to be, on the front line. Any given day, you could just see me driving down the block. You could just, look, that go that nigga Zoe. You feel me? To the point, and niggas like, where you at? Shit, I got other shit going on right now, bro. It is what it is. Niggas see me when you see me. Yeah. You feel me? Now, if you really fuck with me, shit, come with me to Beverly Hills to go to this meeting real quick and see what these people talking about. So.
So, go ahead.
I was gonna say, how'd you get the name Zoe Osama?
Zoe just came from my street name.
Okay.
And Osama, I thought that shit sounded cool, so I really looked up what Osama mean, and it mean lion. So I'm like, I fuck with that.
Oh, you just taught me something. I didn't know Osama in that line.
Me either.
Yeah. So now
I thought it had something to do with some terrorist shit.
Because they made the nigga look like a terrorist.
I thought you was a terrorist in the streets. And you like, man, I'm Osama out here.
But
I'm Osama in these streets.
When you look it up, you know how they people is. A lot of their names mean peaceful shit. Because they Muslim and all that. That's their language. So when I looked it up, that was the definition. I'm like,
did you have a name before that?
Zoe 5.
Zoe 5.
Yeah, and 5 was just because I was a fifth Zoe.
Okay.
So you know how I go in the streets. Zoe 5.
Baby, tiny infant.
I was infant.
God,
I'm 5. I was infant. So I was Zoe 5. I'm like,
hey, what's after infant? Is it fetus?
Newborn.
Newborn.
It's newborn.
Newborn.
Hey, it might be fetus after that one though.
So after newborn, then it's
midget.
After newborn is midget?
It's midget.
You know that don't make sense.
Ask the 40s. Hey, they be having 1,000 hood now. I'm like, goddamn, it be the same person though.
Because I'm just saying.
Midget, tiny,
No,
like,
because I'm just saying, logistically,
that's what I said
an infant is smaller than a midget.
Right.
And the midget, we ain't supposed to be saying that.
Hey,
but
right, a lot of people take that offensive.
So,
embryo. You know what I'm saying?
Embryo.
Hey, baby embryo.
Baby embryo. Hey, what you got?
That's
sperm.
crazy.
That's crazy. Hey, man.
So,
hey, gang banging, you gotta just be there to understand it, man. It's like, you gotta be like,
now I'm around. I
know.
I still don't get it.
They just ask the 40s.
Hey, take it over to them. Shit. That's the first time I heard anything.
I'm not gonna petition it. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny, when I heard that ask, I was like, bro, what come after newborn? He like, yeah, midget, cuz.
And that's just law. That's
it. It's midget. Hey, midget. When you hear a nigga named midget, you know on the east side it might be newborn, and it might be young, and then it might it's different. Different sides. The east side don't say midget. They might say young or something.
Hey, we got to keep a tally of shit we learned. We learned lying.
We learned in the hell of shit.
We learned something. We learned.
I used to study gang banging like a Bible, bro. When I was growing up, I used to be like, okay, I can't be over there. I got to remember these streets. Like I was fascinated with the shit.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
There's a lot of shit going on. I don't even know. I don't want to stay on the gang banging, but I do
want to talk about the
educate people.
It's education.
I want to talk about the transition, right? You know, because you were dealing with a lot, being a father. Right. At what point did the music kind of get introduced? Were you always rapping? Were you always doing music?
No, music was all. People used to be telling me, hey, do rap,
do a song, do something.
I look like, bro, you rap. Like, you feel me?
So, you do it.
No, but music always been my thing. So that's probably been like the only thing I ain't quit.
So were you rapping before fatherhood?
I was rapping at 7.
Oh, damn.
Like me and my cousins was rapping at 7.
Were you weak?
I was Duke Luke, bro. I found the old YouTube song that I did. I was like, that's wild.
Wait, it's still up?
So wait.
Nah, it's never gonna get out. We delete that. I'm
like, so what do we say? Do we search Zoe
Midget? This was probably when I was like 15 too. It was like to a Kendrick. It was a Kendrick beat too. I thought I was doing my thing.
Going off, huh? Do you still keep it though, just to kind of saying?
You didn't download it just to have?
You gotta have it for like the documentary, bro.
Crazy. Nobody would ever hear that.
I'm gonna find something.
I would really love to hear that shit.
No, you know.
Okay, look,
you already, it be sound like the shit that you be telling people like that ain't it.
Oh, okay.
It
What's
was
up,
bad.
boy, on Instagram? Trash.
Like, I shot the video on iMovies on the laptop and everything. I thought I was on. I stood up all night trying to edit this shit. This shit is dope.
Bro,
Do
gotta
you
what you
remember
gotta
any
do.
bars from it?
And no, I forgot what song was that by Kendrick? I forgot. Damn, it was off that Section 80, or it was off that
ADHD?
Yeah, nah, it was a
Hold
slow
Up?
one. I did hold up too.
Okay.
Rigor Mortis?
No,
Nah, Rick Mortis is fast as fuck.
no,
You didn't do it for Rick
I
Mortis.
tried to do it.
Um,
I just was really repeating what Kendrick was saying.
Wow.
Because I couldn't rap that fast. Kendrick had me want to rap like him, boy. I don't know what I was thinking.
Do you? So there's songs obviously that aren't out that
Right.
you probably ain't fucking with, like this shit weak, right?
I ain't gonna lie. All the songs I got right now, I dropped. I'm just doing strategically.
No, I'm talking about from the
Back then,
past.
oh hell yeah.
So what's like one of the weakest bars you remember that you said?
you listen to it, you like, yeah, let me go on and delete that.
Yeah, what's one from the pull it out the trash bin real quick and spit that bar.
I don't probably won't even remember. But I know I just said some weak shit. What did I say?
Like it's going down basement.
Damn, I just definitely said that. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't thought that shit was hot. That's what now? What's one that all rappers from LA say? Big 40 on me.
Oh, you got the big 40.
I got the big 40.
So what
Chunky
was the
40.
bar though?
I don't
It
know.
don't matter. It's the reference.
It probably was something catch you on the back street with the big 40. It probably was some Duke. I don't know, bro. If I hear that shit, I'll be embarrassed. I'll tell you to turn that shit off fast.
At what moment did you start taking it serious? You say people would ask you to rap, you like, whatever, but you've been doing it. At what point did you say, okay?
I made a song called Buck 50, and it was a SoundCloud days, and that shit had got like 100,000 plays.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, oh shit.
You on to something.
Yeah, but then I was trying to figure out how the hell do I get my songs on iTunes? Like, I'm like, damn, I'm stuck on SoundCloud. That's when everybody started talking about SoundCloud. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get to iTunes. That's when you know you made it.
Right. It's out there for real.
I'm talking about it was hard. I was Googling it, nothing came up, and then I seen some shit called CD Baby.
Yep.
And then that's when it was fresh. And that shit was like, what, $50 to start? I ain't got it.
Exactly.
I didn't have it.
SoundCloud it is.
I was trying to tell my brother to put some money on the card and get it from him. He like, I ain't fucking with you. So nigga never got it. Then Distro Kid came along. I spent my brother bought, he walked in my room one day and said, you really serious about music? I'm like, yeah. The nigga I went to Walmart and got a microphone. Damn. Like one of them cheap microphones, like, you know, like the ones you do the podcast and shit with, that you put on the desk.
Yep.
And I had the computer, or I spent my last $200 from my taxes on the computer that I bought from my homeboy Jordan. And the nigga just put the GarageBand on there, and then he bought Distro Kid for me. And this is probably, 2018, 2019. And he taught me, and I figured out how to get it on iTunes. And from there, everything, like if you listen to everything from 2019 to 18, that's all off of GarageBand. I record all that shit off of GarageBand.
Really?
No mic?
Just with the mic.
Oh, okay, with the mic that he gave you.
Yeah, the little
So you-
USB mic.
Gotcha.
You pretty much been recording like yourself the whole time
Yeah,
almost.
people they used to be acting janky with they shit, or, you know, they cost too much to do this and that. I just bit the bullet and bought the computer and just taught myself. Shit, I looked at it like PlayStation. You know, you play it every day, you start getting good at the shit. So
That's a bar. I mean, because a lot of people have been through that, and they'll use those challenges, they'll use those hurdles to just say, it ain't meant for me. You know what I mean?
Nigga, go buy your own. You paying this dude to record you. You could buy a Mac and record all night. You could wake up 4 o'clock in the morning and have the hardest bar or something. Just lay it down. That's how I look at it.
Do you remember, like, I want to ask you where the most random place you come up with songs and shit. Like, because most people, they write music in the studio, but you don't go to studios like that. So is it in the shower? Is it on the toilet?
So, no, see me, I had these 212s speakers that I had, and it was at my dad's house on the east side, and I used to just put my laptop on top of it, and that was my desk. I just had a chair, and I would just sit right there in the corner of my room, like tucked off from the world. And my dad used to be like, you all right here, boy? Like, you got the lights off and shit.
He don't know you from the south.
Like, you feel me? Like, boy, you all right?
Yeah.
But you feel me? So,
goddamn lights on.
Right. So right. So, you know, that's the only way. I used to just think of raps right there, or I'll be somewhere, and what I would do, I would always take out my phone and just record it, whether it's just me humming or something, so I won't forget the cadence.
Got a reference.
And I just go straight and just pickpocket off of that and just make a song.
Who do you draw your inspiration from musically? Like your rap style, your.
I'll say sometimes Wayne, because certain patterns and shit, I'll be influenced from Wayne. But you got everybody from the West Coast, from like Snoop, Ice Cube, you know, the whole West Coast, like, you know, that G-Funk, even Sugar Free, but people say I don't hear it, but that's a compliment.
You sound like Sugar Free?
Yeah, I don't hear it, but it's a compliment.
I hear the free.
You hear it?
I hear
Is it because of the crazy shit I be saying?
It's the crazy that you be saying, and it's kind of askew.
Right. It is, right.
It's a little askew. Like,
Right.
it just be, it's like, it's not like, so you know how like the new, I don't know how to describe it, and it's going to sound disrespectful, but the new, how they put the new LA rap in a box. It's like, oh, you rap like Blue Bucks or Blueface or Draco, or and it's kind of like offbeat and all that kind of shit. You don't rap like that. You rap like on a swing.
Right. That's just crazy. That's how I be making. That's how I cater as much. I be like, you got to rhyme to the point that it just goes smooth together. You know. So
yeah, you don't rap off beat, but you rap on a swing. Yeah. So it's still on beat, but it remind me like. I remember describing it to somebody because I've been talking to a lot of labels and shit about you, but I'm like, if Battle Cat was the rap, that's how it was saying.
I want to beat Battle Cat.
I know, yeah.
That's a good reference. I didn't think about that. Yeah. That's a good.
You know what I'm talking about? Like how Battle Cat make his beats is how you rap.
Right.
It's just on a swing a little bit. It's not right here, but it's like right here.
Now you gotta, that's crazy because I be saying that it's not disrespectful. He just pickpocket my whole little. Yeah, no. He did turn my Wi-Fi on when I was showing me the password. This boy, dude, hey, something else.
So what I love about this conversation is that we're seeing you evolve in real time, right? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the journey. We're talking about the evolution. You getting noticed. What are some of the lessons that you have learned and are learning right now as you were saying to the top and going from an underrated MC to somebody that's being noticed? Like, what's one thing that you can...
I'm going to have to quote Nip, just don't quit. Like that right there, them little few words right there, I had to think about it because I be wanting to quit every other day.
For what?
Just shit, I might not get enough Instagram likes today. They not feeling it no more.
Come on. No, but just be the algorithm, bro.
Right? No, but I know. Okay. But you know, like that.
But in the moment, you're saying
when you putting it out and you worrying about the consumers to keep it going, you would think shit. Today niggas might want to listen to something slower, nigga. You know, but I realized that. But like anything can make you want to give this shit up from not getting a certain slot that you want, from somebody just doing some crazy shit, or you know. Shit, it might be a bad performance. You're like, fuck this.
One thing that I do want to commend you on, what I've noticed is, again, you've taken social media and used the way to brand yourself like I haven't seen a lot of artists do. Right. You will take the big moments, right, that happen on Instagram, crazy things that use and put your music to it, whether it be a little kid dancing, funny, right, but putting your beat onto it. Where did that strategy come from, and how have you seen that kind of help you throughout the last couple of months?
The strategy came from I just be trying shit. So like I pickpocketed just really looking at Instagram and how shit go, and I seen certain content, and I look at certain football clips or some that had that music playing. I'd be like, what fucking song is that? And I'm like, wait a minute,
I can do that.
Let me see something, and then in my head I already know. From the tempo I rap, what kind of videos will go with the song? Because some people just be throwing the shit in, it don't work. Right. You got. I see certain videos like they moving fast. Let me throw my song behind that shit real quick, and if it make me laugh at 2:00 in the morning to the point I'm crying, I know y'all gonna laugh because I just think about how people consume it. If I consume it good, y'all gonna consume it good because I like the same shit y'all like. We on Instagram. This is what's catching my attention, so I'll use the same shit that catch my attention to catch theirs.
I think you've done a good job at branding it because it's almost to the point where now
everybody doing that shit.
Everybody does it, but with underrated. Right. So, like, if you want to make a funny meme with some music, you got to put underrated.
Because it's not going. Hey, I take it. Yeah,
no, it's true.
That was the point.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna get this to everybody somehow, and the point is, how is you gonna do it without a budget? Okay, well. I ain't got 5,000 to get that blog post, or I ain't got 2,500 to do this and that. So shit, what's free? Screenshotting somebody something funny and putting your music behind it. The app only costs $1.
Yeah.
So you feel me? So that $1 app that made me some money.
Fact.
So just because people think the video funny, now they want to know the song. They get in the song, they like, oh, he pretty dope. Yeah.
Especially when in the digital era with the TikToks and all that. Now underrated is one of them songs that's kind of contagious. It's infectious. It's like
a beat, the bass line.
It's even the way you rapping on it.
Yeah, but
it's everything about it is very it sink its like claws into you, and you can't.
And you a hater if you say you don't like it.
You
You a
low
hater.
key.
No, it's like, come on, bro.
So when you made that song, did you know? Did you know what it was gonna be? Or
I knew what it was gonna be when I got the beat. My nigga Zeke beat. That's
Shouts
my
out.
boy. That's
Yeah.
Zeke. That's my dog. He sent me the beat like probably a month or two before I didn't have shit for it.
so you just sat with it.
I kept on playing the beat like this motherfucker hot. It just kept making me want to dance. I'm walking around the house, crip walking in the house. I'm like, damn, this shit hit. And then one day, nigga just was sipping, and I guess I had some words, and I was thinking, it was one of the moments I was thinking about music. And I'm like, bitch, I'm underrated. And I was recording where I was saying it, because I always keep my mic recording. And I'm like, you know what? I got something.
So that was a real
That's
reaction.
That's why it's called. I only say underrated that one time in the whole song.
Facts.
That's how I felt. Like that's why you think like, it's my turn. Shit, I had enough. It's time. You know, I was just thinking like, shit. Let me get a swing at it. Y'all had y'all turn real quick. I just made a statement on the song, and then I called it underrated to bring people attention. Because once you say you better than somebody, you underrated, people always gonna have their opinion.
Right.
No, he not. I'm the most underrated.
Those
You know,
conversations
like
happen,
should
yeah.
be crazy, bro.
It's all subjective, but at the same time, it
Right,
gets
I'm
the
just saying
conversation
me,
going.
bro.
Yeah.
So you know,
That's a good psychology because it is. I always tell people not to be in the middle.
Right.
You don't want people to be indifferent about you.
Right.
You either fuck with me or you don't
No,
fuck with me.
and
You got to make a decision today.
and not right now.
Right now.
So that's how I be looking at shit too. So that's how I really felt underrated on that song, and that shit took off.
What's the first thing you did when you finished the song? Like, it was the first person you gave it to. What's the first thing you did with it?
I called my cousin Slim. It was like I had just left them. It was like I'm leaving from Victorville. We was drinking and shit all night. I get home, and I made the song, and I only had the first verse and the hook, and I was like, I sent it to him. He woke. He like, damn, bitch, this shit slap. I'm like, get on it. He like, I ain't gonna lie, I can't fuck with it. That's you.
Damn.
He wanted part. But he was like, he tried to get like, I can't catch it. It's you. So I'm like, I went to sleep on it, and I woke up the next morning and forgot I made that motherfucker.
I
was drunk.
Get out of here.
I went to sleep. And
Wait, so at what point did you realize that was the song already bounced? Like, how did you realize?
I keep all my shit on Pro Tools, so when I didn't even close the session. I just saved it and closed the computer and went to go lay down after I sent it to him. And then I woke up the next day like, oh, I made a song. This shit probably gonna sound crazy because I probably thought I was saying some hot shit and I was drunk. You know, it happens. I played that shit back like, ooh,
that's it.
I put it on Instagram with a little with a clip of a white boy dancing. That shit went stupid, and I dropped it immediately. Like fuck it, I'm just gonna put it out, and that motherfucker just
did what it did.
That's why I stopped really previewing songs, because you might get something that go viral in the preview and you ain't dropped the shit. Now the traction gone.
Yeah.
So once I see this shit work like that, that's how I be doing all my other shit. I already have it loaded up, and it catch the traction, drop it immediately. And then I double back on the video, but now we shoot videos and then drop. So
you learn from that.
Yeah, that mistake.
That mistake.
Like, underrated could probably been bigger if I would have had the video already.
Damn,
if I'd have dropped it with the video and the song was just there, the shit on my platform, it'd have been already past million, because it's about to touch 3 on YouTube right now. And it's like, it's been climbing since I dropped. It hasn't stopped. It's just climbing every day. That motherfucker, I'm like, shit, we might have a timeless joint. Might have one of them. I hope so. Shit,
well, it's a reason. So the music industry, the business of music is set up a certain way for a reason, right? So when the baby drops a record, the video is ready to go. It's on streaming services. The DJ's got the record. Like it all happens because of that.
Yeah.
And that's a valuable lesson to learn early. It's good you learned it now. Because it's niggas that's been in the game still doing stupid shit.
Man, I realized that, and I seen how it worked when I drop a song without a video, or like without having a proper rollout. So to the point that I be YouTubing I done hit you up like, bro, how you do a real rollout, bro? Because I just hear the rollout and I don't know what the fuck that shit means.
Roll that shit up on SoundCloud.
Like, what's all in the rollout? Like, you feel me? What I post, he's X, Y, Z. You like, okay, all right, bet. So then I dropped No Nothing right after that, and then that shit hit the radio. I'm like, oh, okay, now I see what he talking about. And, and this is on my page, and it's 200,000 views on my shit. So I'm like, okay. You gotta drop like this. You gotta get the blogs to post it all on the same day when it dropped. You gotta line this shit up weeks before you drop it. And I see why. I'm like, all right, I'm about to drop the song, but how the fuck I'm gonna get them to do a write-up and it drop tomorrow?
yeah.
Nigga, you supposed to do that 2 weeks ago.
Facts.
So I get it now.
Yo, man.
But see, that's valuable.
Right.
That's valuable, especially the people that's watching you make those mistakes, so that way they don't got to make those. They still gonna do it, but
Because shit.
That's what I'm saying. We're seeing you evolve in real time. A lot of people don't learn those lessons. They bump their head, they make those mistakes and don't know how to bounce back from it. They'll get upset at the industry or this and this. They don't take accountability for their actions.
Right.
I applaud the fact that you were accountable in that moment. And it's like, all right, we're gonna double back on the next go round.
Exactly.
The business, you know what I mean? I heard you on. I'll reference the podcast in a second. I'm slipping my mind, but you were talking about getting your LLC together.
That's major. And it's free until July 23rd right now, so y'all can file that motherfucker for free and don't got to pay nothing but the 800 fee next year.
Let them know.
But you better get it.
Yeah.
for real,
Yeah, it's free. It's
ain't
free
that a
shit.
bitch,
Bro, nah,
You pay. I paid my first one. They
whooped me.
yeah.
I was like, God damn. They told me 99 to start. By the time I was finished, I was like 800 in. I'm like, God damn.
That's
Y'all
a
mentioned
fact.
that.
I spent like 900 on my shit.
And then they hit you again, like, hey, you know you gotta
know.
file this paper.
800.
On my mama, I was about to say, yeah, don't worry about it. You can go ahead and close that LLC down.
That's
Some
how a lot of
bullshit.
people don't handle the business. They don't want to go step by step with, and I understand not having the finances,
Right.
but it's like doing the due diligence to understand what needs to go next. Talk about the new cartel, your brand, the label. Like, what are your plans to kind of set up for yourself? And do you have your eye on different artists you want to try to get together? Like, what is your vision for the new cartel?
The new cartel is actually a group too. That's
Okay.
me and my cousin Sleep and Slim, the one I was telling y'all about.
Yeah.
That's my boy. He on a couple of my songs. If y'all see their name, we got
With a
song-
big EP.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So that's the new cartel, but it's also the label. So as far as like how we was just talking to my cousin Slim, he's like, bro, just bring it home. We cousins anyway, so it's not like nobody gonna feel no way. Shit, our mamas is sisters.
Yeah.
So he like, man, do your thing. We doing it. Shit, we pushing it, and we trying to do what Nip did. That's how we look at it. That's how we be breaking it down. Like, bro, you got to do this, this and that. So we just we take this shit as a business, and the music is just a product. And we trying to see how the fuck can we make this motherfucker a Fortune 500 company or something. We looking at it bigger than music. So.
Now, the big deal is out right now, the EP. I got a little bone to pick with you, though. When I seen you on live, and you were telling me before you even press play, you was like, look, you was bragging. He was like, man, I got this whole motherfucker loaded up. It had to be like 20 songs. When the shit dropped, it was 6 songs.
Hey.
I said, what the fuck?
Hey, man, they got on my head. They said, bro, you're not dropping all them songs. You giving them too much. Everybody already waiting, so they like, just give them, let them know that you got it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, how we gonna pick the songs? They like, shit. That was the hard part, because we went from like 42 songs.
There was a lot of songs in there.
To 6 songs,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, how do I want this to feel? Like, shit, like some West Coast shit, like, but still smooth, like, so. We did the songs by nigga L Fingers from SAC. He produced a couple records. Zeke produced. Dreas is another producer. He produced. DJ Idea produced on it. And these are all and Nacho did too. So these are producers that I worked with before. So I'll just continue to work with the same producers.
How important is that, building with the team and people that you've dealt with?
And it's really important unless you just got money to keep buying beats from motherfuckers.
He said, stay on brand with your people.
And it's my boy, you already know we gonna split it on the back end and the front end. We get it right, but I ain't got 1,500 exclusive for y'all. Y'all taxing. So, but I think when you build with a certain producer, they know your sound. To the point you got other producers sending me shit talk about Zoe Osama type beat, and they sending me West Coast. Old school. I'm like, bro, I think y'all got a little twisted. Like, I do West Coast, but shit. Since the regular shit, right?
There's a worm on it.
Man, like like that.
The drum, the slumpy drum.
Stop playing. You hear the strings coming like, oh shit, this another West Coast shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah, W ball.
You know me, this DJ Mr. Easy. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Speed it up a little bit,
Now I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw the artwork for Big Deal,
right?
I'm like, I know this nigga didn't like.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, I see Nipsey on it, and I'm like, it's no way. So, did you get pushback on having Nipsey on there? Did you talk to anybody about it? Has anybody hit you up about it?
No.
Okay, because I was looking at him like.
I mean, I don't know how everybody looked at it. I looked at it as a way of.
I thought it was. I know you was paying homage and like like you look up to the way he set up his business.
Right.
I get it,
Right.
But a lot of
to
people,
to the untrained eye, it's like to people who don't understand where you come your intention.
Right.
I can see why somebody would be like, man, why is he playing with this?
Right. See, shit, number one, shit, it's hood. So, like, where you go, we the same, we alias. So, we feel me, we allies. So, number one, what's the problem? How I look at it, like, 6 Man was my favorite movie, right? You know how his brother died. And, you know, he holding up, like, this the new West Coast.
Yeah.
That's how I interpret the shit. Like, this nigga taught me how to get my business right, just listen to his music. And plus, shit, he an ally. You feel me? Like, so, that was my point of the cover. Ain't nobody said nothing to me. They probably said it from here to there, but they probably didn't get back to me because they probably like, you know,
It was pure intention. It wasn't like,
people like, shit, in his hood. Like, you feel me? Like, so shit, what you gonna say? Well, so it's cool for niggas to walk around with shirts of him on there, you know, doing this. So shit, if this is who inspired me to do this shit and it's coming in peace, I don't think it's no ill intentions. And if anybody felt some way or told me, we would have had the conversation.
Right,
it would have went respectfully. They either would have got it, what I'm saying, or if it was to a point that it's be like, hey, we ain't feeling it, nigga would have respectfully took it down.
No. I know, but I know that you that type of person.
Right.
But I'm saying people who don't know, they're just like looking like, what is he doing? But the 6 Man is a great reference.
Right.
I
So
didn't even see that.
I'm the 6 Man. That's how I look at it. I'm the nigga off the bench. You feel me?
Right.
So that's what I got off of. That was my vision with it when I put it together. That's just what I seen. And another, you know, shit, another reference, shit. That's just how I really looked at it. And plus, shit, we get our hoods get along.
No,
you feel me? Like, no, I'm just saying, like how I looked at it. Either way it go, it'd be just like somebody from his neighborhood doing it.
Right.
It's the same shit, and you know.
So when I'm listening to the project, I think I heard 3 flips of like the song, the beats.
Yeah.
Like it was like a flip.
I know, yeah.
So it was like 3. It was at 3 of them.
It was like 3. It's 3. See, I got a lot of flips, but
It was like Hotline.
It was the Hotline. It was the Too Short. It was a Too Short. I Need a Bitch. I Need a Freak.
That's what it was.
That's that 50 niggas deep.
That's
all.
Okay, and there was one more on there.
It was what's
the freestyle. It was Ice Cube.
Yeah. It's the Wobby Thugs.
Why we Thug?
Yeah, that.
Because I'm listening to him
You
like.
wanna know what's funny? I was calling that shit Run It. I don't know why I thought that was Chris Brown beat until I was just really no, you know, like I don't know where my head was at. So
Wait.
I know why we thought I know the whole song, bro. But you know how you
No.
know a sample is something, but you can't put what song?
he plays another song.
Under no circumstances did you confuse Chris Brown with Ice Cube.
No, you know the beat.
I know. I know what you mean, but that's crazy. That's not crazy to you?
It was crazy when I looked at it like, why the fuck I named this shit Run It? That's the name of the song in my phone.
That's exactly how I'm feeling right now. Like, why the fuck?
I don't know, look, bro. I swear to God, look, I'm on
You
live.
be off the brown or you be off the clear?
Whichever one I get first. Nigga might mix it. Just depends on what light.
Oh, you one of them niggas.
No, see, I'm not. If it's fourth quarter, if it's fourth quarter, they're like, damn, that's all that's stuff.
All right, fuck you.
Don't get this nigga so no brown.
Hey, I mean, I'm sorry.
That nigga be like, yeah, we at the pizza factory.
Hey, I fucked up today. I told you I got here early. Like, damn, I be fucking up.
Man.
I be fucking up, but
What do you think the biggest misconception of Zoe Osama is?
shit, people think I'm a motherfucking hardcore gangbanger nigga every day. It's just like, nigga, why you look at me?
Yeah.
I think, you know, people they got that wrong idea when they first look at you, bro. So I think once I start talking to people, they be like, oh, this nigga cool.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, when I saw you, I think I met you at the Roxy.
Yeah, that's when I first met you.
When I first walked up to
This
you.
nigga crazy. Who's this nigga walking up to you?
Well, no,
with
you
dreads?
walked in with so many niggas. It was just,
Hey, I be trying to minimize it, but every time I look up, I be like, damn, we 50 niggas
That
deep.
shit was not
Bro.
minimized that day.
bro, you walked in with, and it was like a clown car. They just
Niggas
kept
kept
coming.
coming.
They just kept coming. And I'm like, and then I remember Silas was like, or I think it was Silas or Sade, one of them was like, yo, that's Zoe right there. I'm like, oh, okay. You know,
Who are
whatever.
these niggas?
But it was just,
But who are them?
it was just to see.
Like, who are them?
And I didn't, and here's the thing. I've been around a long time, bro.
Right.
I know a lot of dudes, big homies. I know some of your big homies. I didn't know none of them niggas.
They're like, oh, these niggas
So
these
these
niggas hot and ready. These niggas
when I don't know none of them and they all looking at like it's so weird.
I know exactly what you mean.
I'm sure you're getting to that point where you go places
Right.
and people know who you are,
Right.
but you don't know why they looking at you.
Man.
So I didn't. It's gonna take some getting used to. But when I walked up, everybody was spun around.
Like, oh, that's DJ.
But
But he like, who is this?
But I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I done told one of these dudes they music suck.
Hey, see that I be trying to. I said, all right, somebody gonna try to get it. He be harsh with it too. He like, hey, stop that. Hey, who mixed this? I be like, damn, that shit funny.
But I thought it was a dope. It was cool though, like to see you in that element and to meet you and shit.
Yeah.
And you know you was you're very approachable.
Right.
You're more approachable than people think you are.
And that's what it be. That's why you basically said it better than I said it in better terms. That's what it be. So niggas be thinking, that be the rappers. Rappers hard all day, bro. These niggas wake up angry.
Have you run into a situation yet where people who you might not have seen eye to eye with in the streets fuck with your music? Have you seen that yet?
What? I done seen a whole section of people that's not too fond of my section playing my shit at they hood day.
Word.
And the nigga sent me the video like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, cuz your shit was going up. I was like, I appreciate you. The nigga started texting my I'm like, oh, my mama, now we own this. That's what I'm trying to do it for.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I put the politics to the side. I know what is what. I'm really from out here, you feel me? But shit, we coming in peace. But shit, if y'all want to go that way, we'll go that way. But that's not our intentions.
No, that's an amazing message.
That's fire.
To how the music can bridge
Bro,
some
when
shit.
I seen the name, I'm like, ooh. Like, you see Papa gets my screen, I'm like, ooh. I'm like, let me see what you talking about. I just open it. The nigga like, hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you. We had your shit going.
This shit kinda going up.
Look, he got the video. There's 1,000 niggas. Doug cleaned it up. I'm like, oh God. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I appreciate that, Gary. I appreciate that, man.
That's what's up. I love that.
I appreciate you, bro. You know who you is.
I like that's happening because that's important.
Right.
Because what's gonna end up happening is, and I've seen it, I've done it,
Right.
where you end up at somebody's shit.
It didn't happen already.
Oh, you done did it already.
Bro, I'm talking about, it's a motorcycle club, right? You know how motorcycle
It'd be a mixture.
But this motorcycle club is mainly a mixture of what it is.
Right. Okay.
So my boy hit me up like, hey, he like, hey, you trying to get a bag? I'm like, shit, what kind of bag? I still got the same clothes on. I'm already in the wind. He like, man, we got a little bag for you. He said, no. I'm like, shit, where is that? That nigga like, it's on it's on Slauson and McKinley. Ooh, ooh, like I'm like, ooh, because my section right across the street. I'm like, ooh, like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, who are there?
Look, who all there is heavy.
Hey, look, on my mama. It get ugly look. He said the bag. He like, man, you good, nigga. He like, nigga, you, and I'm like, I know I'm good, but it's like, you can't stop everything. You can't. Like, nigga, I don't know who you think you is. Like, so you feel me? So look, a nigga like, nigga like, boy. Look, I'm thinking about. I'm like, shit. A nigga threw me that little bag. Right? I ain't gonna lie to you.
You played all the scenarios in his head.
Look. I get like this. I call like, hey. I'm like, how you feel about if I'm like, what you know? I start calling niggas like, hey, how y'all feel about Slauson and McKinley? My niggas like, nigga, we up here right now. I'm like,
for real?
He like, nigga, you good?
Wow.
So I'm still not going for it. I'm like, how many niggas you with? Cause you older. Like, you feel me? They ain't tripping on you. They not tripping on you. He like, nigga, you good? So look, I pull up on my mama. Look, I pulled up. It's a million people outside. I'm talking about like. I'm like, how I gotta get to? They like, you gotta walk through there to get to the stage. I gotta walk through. But no, it was all good though. It ended up being all good. Like I'm walking through it, I'm seeing niggas I done seen in the county. That we didn't. All right, come on, let's go get this stuff. So I'm
mandatory minimum.
Right. hey, you got 5 consecutive in the back. There's one consecutive. Like you feel me? Like, but
Jay Stone taught us about mandatory minimum.
Mandatory. You got a mandatory 3. They ain't gonna give you more. They ain't gonna give you no less. But you gotta catch 3 because there's 10 of them in here. So like, if you ready? You ain't even gotta be ready. It's coming. So
ready or not, here we come.
So I walk in there, I slide through. My nigga hit me with my last name. That's how I knew it's a nigga from jail.
Oh.
He like, hey, what's up? You know, he hit me with the last name. I'm like, oh, what's up, my nigga? But we didn't already squad. We shake hands good. We shake, I'm like, he like, nah. He like, nigga, like what you doing? I go through, I just see some. I'm like, ooh, shit. I'm like, God damn. Like, but they all like, nah. They like,
good, yeah.
I'm like, at that moment, I get on the stage, niggas come like, yeah, I'm gonna whoop you whoop and woo woo. I'm like, shit, I don't even know it was shit.
Right.
I'm whooped you. They like, we already know it's good. They throw a nigga the mic and they start jugging. I'm like, damn.
Oh,
At that point, I was like,
music is so powerful, bro.
but that's all that shit was cool. That's cool. But getting back to that car, like that. Like I'm not dumb. Y'all niggas not about to 42 fake me, thinking no, but.
You gotta go back through to get to the
Hey, I'm performing.
After everybody see you on stage.
I'm performing, looking to see who walking away and shit. Look.
Paying attention to all
Nah, but
This bitch, I'm on the radio. Where you going?
Where you going? Hey, look, I don't like the way he walked off. Hey, why you walked off so fast?
Where all the niggas come from?
Hey, on my mama, look. It was good, though. It was good. Hey, when I left, everybody shook my hand. I took a picture with a couple of them. They like, keep doing your thing. We support you.
That's fire.
Nigga, you know like how my nigga Pinky after he got right, he said, shit, I held my own. That nigga said, boy, I held my own. I was like, boy, I told them, bro, don't tell me about no shit like that no more, gang.
But see, this is what I love about that story. One, you got to see that transition.
Right.
Because
I took a chance, because I didn't
nigga
know.
Zoe, 5 or whatever, infant, whatever, nigga couldn't have.
Nah, no.
But you understand that.
Right, yeah.
So now that you got to really see that, now it's going to change your perspective moving forward when it comes to industry shit, street shit, and how to politic the marriage of both.
And it has already. That's all. That's what I preach. I was like, stop, don't bring it to the office.
Facts.
If y'all gonna do it, do what you do on the streets. But shit, out here, let's get some money.
We in the studio, we on the stage,
Shit, well, you mad all day, bro. If you really that mad, what you in the industry for?
Yeah. Facts.
Go slide. What you mad for? If you that mad, go throw your shit away. They got a bed for you right now for the free.
Facts.
Forever.
Listen, before we wrap, I got a couple of more questions. One being, is there anybody that surprised you as far as that's a fan of Zoe Osama?
Oh, hell yeah. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg?
Shout out to D.O.G.
Hey, when Snoop tapped in with me, boy, I'm like, I refresh my shit, open my phone early morning or something. That shit said Snoop Dogg followed you. I'm like, this probably fake.
Yeah.
I click. I'm like, oh.
Then I did the O's ain't the zeros.
I mean, then right there, I saw that. And then I see he was reposting my shit, and then I just like, damn, that right there, that's big because shit, it's really a million niggas that he could just touch shoulders with, but he's selective. Yeah. Respectfully, he do shit. When you get that, you gotta be. Yeah. But when he reached out to me and shit, I'm independent doing this shit out of my room in my house. Out my house, I built a studio in one of my studios in my house. Mm-hmm. Shit, me knowing that me mixing and mastering and recording my shit from right there, got it to Snoop to fuck with me.
Crazy.
It was like, okay. Like, it just made me realize everything I said, you don't need everything to do everything.
Yeah. Have you chopped it up with him?
Yeah, me and him chopped it up, man.
What's up that he give you some game?
I would say just Snoop. Everything he say gonna be game, but him just responding to a nigga DM, that's game enough for me, because he could just follow a nigga and just left in the day. I just follow you, be happy, young nigga. Yeah. But he be reposting my music, and he don't gotta do that shit. And when I be having certain he nigga laugh at it, he it's engaging. So like that's cool. Yeah. So that's good enough for me.
Hell yeah.
And shit. Hopefully in the future we can get something going.
Hopefully.
I want to read something you said on one of your songs off the Big Deal EP. You said, before you make it to the top, just know it get lonely.
Right.
Where does that? Where were you at in that mindset? Kind of talk about that in itself, like that bar.
Cause shit, like at this point, like I'm starting to get up there, and I be finding myself like by myself, like when I be at home making music, and then shit, I be making music by myself. So it be like, damn. But when it's time to go out. It's 1,000 niggas. You know what I say? You got to make sure you bring your homies, and you got to watch their homies and their homies and homies. You feel me? Like you got to bring all these niggas just so a nigga won't say this nigga acting different.
Got you.
But like shit at that time when you really, it's like shit. Do you really want to be there? It's like do you want to be to the top, or do it just sound good saying? Because when you get there, nigga, you might be the only nigga up there. You got to start pulling motherfuckers with you, and That shit, it be one of them things. Cause when you ain't got shit, nigga, you got everybody around you. Cause if we all ain't got shit,
Right.
but you know, when niggas stop hanging with you, like Boozy said, they start talking about you.
There's two more things I want to ask you
So-
about. What's something that you learned? What's a lesson that you learned from going to jail?
I'm never going back. That's out. That long ass hold. Hey, that holder cell, that's crazy. That holder cell crazy. Sleeping on toilet paper as a pillow is crazy. Busting down in front of other niggas is extra crazy. That was a deal breaker right
What
there.
you mean?
Oh man, you gotta strip down. You know,
Oh, they gotta check you for paraphernalia.
that's out. That's out. That's all the way out.
I mean,
Bro,
So-
that sold me right there. Like I never come back to jail again.
How many did you go? You went.
I was one and done.
Oh, you went one.
I'm
and you-
talking, but juvenile hall,
Yeah.
12 to 18. I was in and out that motherfucker.
For real?
Juvenile hall like kitty land. All you can do, go in there, sock a nigga up, go to camp, go home.
No, it's
Don't
not
promote,
glorious.
yeah.
It's not, I'm not
It is
glorifying it,
not in the
but
music
shit,
part.
shit.
Not,
You made that shit sound like Universal Studios.
You go take a picture next to
Nah.
the shark.
I mean, hey, stay in school, gang.
Stay in school,
but
man,
but I'm saying, you know, compared to as a kid, then you going when you turn 18, niggas hiding shit up their ass and stabbing shit. That juvenile hall is Disneyland compared to, you know,
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying. But once you get up in there in that big house, and you like, okay, this nigga never going home right here. If he just wake up tomorrow and just say, I don't like the way you look, you ain't waking, it's ugly. You got to fight for it. You feel me? Who wanna bust
do
down
that?
with naked niggas all day, take a shower next to a naked nigga, and something off about you.
What did you eat while you was in jail?
See, me personally, I have store.
Oh, you had stuff. So you had a little bit of.
Big noodles. What?
Big soups.
Busting the where they got the summer sauces, the chips, the pickles. I wasn't fucking with them sardines. That's out. That's out. But
He
like,
said I had stored.
I had big stores. So what? I was selling shit. I was like the candy store nigga.
Got you.
But
Well, last thing for me is, I always talk to artists about. Well, actually, one more thing. I always talk to artists about being 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
right.
You can't do both. You can't be in the streets and be in the music industry. It's never going to work out for you. We see tragedy happen all the time.
Right.
People trying to do both.
Right.
What advice would you give? Well, I know you went all in the music because I commend you for the fact that I'm gonna step away from this shit. I'm gonna go be a dad and I'm gonna go be an artist.
Right.
What advice would you give to artists that are struggling with 1 foot in, 1 foot out?
I think the artists be too in tune with losing touch with the streets. You know, you go away for so long, you might lose the credit you thought you might have. New niggas come around. Bro, you gotta just make a choice. Like, what you want to do. Like, the hood ain't going nowhere. And if your niggas really fuck with you, they gonna support you. My niggas support me. So it all depends on what kind of nigga from the hood you is too. Because it be niggas that come around trying to do this, not niggas that grew here. So it depends on who you are. I just so happen to be the dude that shit, we grew up in this shit, family from this shit. So whatever the case may be, niggas are understanding. If you don't, shit, we chop it up, handle whatever we gonna do. But if you gonna do this shit, do this shit. If you not, don't do it. You, like you said, you can't do both. It's never gonna end the way you think it's gonna end. You either not gonna get as far as you could have got, or you shit, or you just probably, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
In between sports and the music, was there at any point where you thought you were gonna have a different profession? Like,
Shit. Hell no, I used to work at UPS.
that was the last job?
That was my first and last job. I made $1 million out of UPS, boy.
Allegedly.
No, I'm talking about I made $1 million out of them.
Allegedly.
Man, go ahead and wrap this shit up.
Look.
This nigga's tripping.
No, I'm talking about clocking in for work.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This nigga,
Hey,
this
man,
is not Vlad TV.
nigga, I know these niggas talking about. I'm talking about clocking in. I'm talking about nigga. They was working me around the clock.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Say that. Say that shit. I thought some shit that fell off the truck.
Oh hell no.
Nigga, we was moving big screens out there, motherfucker.
Hey, you can't get that shit out them metal detector. You gonna look crazy as hell.
We was moving all kind of shit out there, motherfucker.
Hey, I appreciate
US
that y'all look at me.
We had to clear that
US
up.
Customs. Who?
Hey, we cleaned that up good, didn't we?
Hey, clean that shit up. The year can't end without Zoe Osama doing what? What's one thing that you're looking at?
I gotta go to awards. I gotta go to one of these awards. This shit can't end without me going to one of these awards, man.
Attending an award
I
show.
got to attend that shit. I used to look at that shit on TV. So I think, certain shit that I have on my goal, on my list, that I just, every time I accomplish it, I just put something else on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So now we at the point where we didn't did everything that I wanted to do, like being here and certain shit I want. Now I need that award show. I got a list of people I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say some crazy shit. You feel me?
Wait, hold on. I gotta hear one. Who's one person you can't wait to run into and say some shit to?
Oh, one person I can't wait to run and say some shit to? Ooh, I'm gonna say Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
What's the first thing you're gonna say? It better not be, let me get a beat.
Nah.
Okay, please.
The first thing I'm gonna tell Dre is how you do it. Like,
wait, how'd you do it or how you doing?
How you do it.
Okay.
Like, so what direction do I need to go? You know, what fork in the road would be? Which way did you take?
Yeah.
I asked him something to pick his brain to help me, you know, get some information. If I get next to Dr. Dre, that boy, he must want to work with me, you know. So I'm not gonna ask you about no music shit. He hear that shit his whole life.
Yeah.
I want to know, how can I do what you doing, my nigga? So put me in the game, like, you know. So I don't need nothing. Just tell me, hey, you need to go get this paper, take it over there. After you get that, take it here, do it again. You'll be straight.
Do you fuck with books and stuff or no?
Yeah, I got this book, 22 Laws of Branding.
Yep.
I read that book, and I got this other book that I read, Everything You Need to Know About the Music Industry.
As you
and I got the uploaded version, so I got them 2 books, and I stay in them. So, like, especially the branding book, so I just look at everything and what I can, you know, take from the book and put it in my music. So those are 2 books that I actually stay on. Like, I might just be at the house just reading a random chapter and just getting information from it. So just to know, making sure I'm doing the right way, you know, because shit, those books be having all the lucrative information you be needing.
I love that.
All right, before we close out, I want to ask you about, did your kids know who you are?
My fucking son, bruh, he called me when I was in an interview. I forgot who I was talking to. He put his little white friend on the phone. He's like, no way, you're Zoe Osama. I didn't know this was really your dad. I love your music. You have 2.5 million views.
Bitch, I'm underrated.
No, I'm like, ooh, I'm like, damn, I gotta watch what I'm saying now, because now these little badass Timmies and shit, they fuck with it. So the football team, they all be knowing. They be like, look at this. They're like, that's the rapper. That's him. They, Mom, that's him. And the football coach like, bro, this whole time you've been with us for 2 years, we did not know that was you, my nigga. You be cool as hell on this football field like that. I'm like, shit, what I'm supposed to do? Everybody watch out, the rappers in the room.
The rapper dad is here.
That's right. So you know, I'm starting to get it a lot.
It's gotta feel good though.
Foot Locker, the employer's like, bro, it's you, Zoe? I'm like, ooh. I get a discount if I say yeah. Get a discount if I say yeah.
Oh, you know? You know?
That's me. That's me.
It's all me.
No, first big check. What's
my first biggest check?
No. What's the first thing you going to do when you get a big stupid ass 7-figure check? What's the first thing you doing with it?
House. I'm gonna, number one, fix my credit up. My credit decent already, but I need to get it right. You know, to the point, I need that 850. Right. You know, you feel me? I don't worry about nothing. I want the bank to call me by my first name when I walk in that thing, you know? But the first thing with my money, besides, you know, property and shit like that, I'm gonna upgrade my studio equipment. I'm probably gonna do that before I buy. I know I'm gonna do that before I buy a house because I already got a spot. So I'm gonna hook my shit up. That'll be the first thing I do, and I'm gonna put it back into the music.
As you should.
So, cause that shit gonna come right back to you.
Best.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I still got my money from 3rd grade.
I have no doubt.
Like that?
No, I do save, but I don't really got it from 3rd grade.
Yeah, that's a long ass.
I got that from rush hour. Still got my little money from 3rd grade.
I got no doubt that you gonna be straight, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
And you know, he
critic.
He don't give a fuck
At all.
He just don't care.
I be caring.
Yeah.
I be caring.
You got the resting bitch face. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing I be caring.
Yeah, I be
I
caring.
do.
I fuck with your shit.
He cared enough to tell you that shit ass.
Yeah.
Cause you was
No,
about to
real.
go up there and make a fool of yourself on that stage,
Yeah.
boy.
Nah, man, but we enjoy not only this conversation, but see you continue to ascend in this business, and you already know you got resources over here, so keep doing your thing, brother.
Oh yeah, hold on, one more thing on the camera. Underrated tour about to start too. So if y'all need
Underrated
to tap
tour?
in, y'all want me to come to your city, hit contact@zoeosama.com. That's the business email. If it's not that email, you're not talking to the right person.
I feel like that's the first plug we've ever got.
No, that's good because people be scamming.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's happening right now.
Yeah.
There's a couple shows that people said I was supposed to be at that I didn't know nothing about.
Hey, why you ain't here?
Where? So Tap in.
We appreciate you. Zoe Osama, continue to go
appreciate
up.
you.
All right. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head,
Oh,
Homegrown Radio. We'll catch y'all next time.